Hi, my name is Catherine Haney. My grandfather and my dad, Wes Haney, have been selling and servicing Chevrolets in the Suwannee Valley area since 1968.
I'm here with my brothers, Weston and Jonathan. We want to tell you why Wes Haney Chevrolet is the best place to buy a car.
At Wes Haney Chevrolet, it comes down to two things: low prices and excellent customer service. You are a part of the family just as much as we are. Your happiness is my dad's first priority. He will always fight to make sure you get the best deal and the best experience.
My dad doesn't play games and he doesn't charge dealer fees, so we can always get you the best price. We have amazing incentives this month to put together a great deal on any Chevrolet car, truck, or SUV. The best built, longest lasting vehicles on the road. We guarantee a better deal and customer experience than you can get anywhere else.
We would love to show you our beautiful selection of new and used vehicles. We are located in Live Oak, Florida on Highway 90 East. I can guarantee our dad will give you the best deal, and we are excited to earn your business.
This is Wes Haney, and as always, no dealer fees, no games. Come see my team at Wes Haney Chevrolet.
And we're back here at Paul Langford Stadium. It is halftime, a 1-point ball game. Suwannee leading Madison County by the score of 20-19. Enjoy the bands here at halftime. We have our shows that we show at halftime, but Suwannee High School's band, Madison's band, they both did outstanding jobs. Want to remind you, the Suwannee Quarterback Club is a group of dedicated fans and supporters of Suwannee Bulldog football. To become a member of the Quarterback Club, just contact them at SuwanneeQBClub@gmail.com. SuwanneeQBClub@gmail.com, or you can visit their Facebook page at Suwannee QB Club, Inc. INC. Suwannee QB Club, Inc. That's their Facebook page. The Suwannee Quarterback Club, an integral part of Suwannee Bulldog football. Well, here at halftime, and I was looking at the stats. Jamie Watcher sends us the stats from the Lake City Reporter, and by the way, you can read all about it in tomorrow's Lake City Reporter. But the stats pretty much favor Madison County. The scoreboard right now favors Suwannee by a point, but as far as the yards, and I got to blow this thing up or I can't read it. It comes in on my phone. Total yards, Madison 274 in that first half, and Suwannee with 164. So they've got about a 100-yard advantage. But penalties really hurt Madison, and obviously that scoop and score helped for the Bulldogs. But the Suwannee Bulldogs hanging in there 20-19 and doing a nice job of mixing up the pass and the run.
Yeah, they've done a pretty good job, and that's the thing, though. The only way to win this ball game, though, is going to be to control the line of scrimmage for the rest of the game. Madison's going to make their big plays. I mean, we've seen that wing-back trap till I don't know what to say about it, because they'll try it one side and then the other.
But, and you knew that was coming. Now, as far as passing yards, Madison doesn't have anything on in the passing department. Everything's been on the ground, and Suwannee's pretty much 50-50 as far as pass to run, mixing it up. But Suwannee, if they're just going to run the ball, they're not going to be able to move it. They've got to keep Madison guessing. Yeah. And so far tonight, the passing games look pretty good. Thomas Sykes has done a nice job. And how about Logan Brooks stepping up tonight?
Yeah. Logan's had some pretty good catches and done a pretty good job for the Dogs. And
he's had 3 catches, 70 yards.
Yeah. So.
And then you take a look at Thomas Sykes passing 5-9, 97 yards, 2 touchdown throws. And as far as the rushing department, Horn with 3 attempts, 44 yards. Lou Jack, 6 carries for 11 yards. Thomas Sykes, 4 carries for 1 yard. M.J. Rawson, that big carry for 12 yards. So Suwannee keeping them honest on the ground and making some yards through the air. And things look pretty good as far as the scoreboard is concerned. A 1-point game. And coming into this game, if you'd have told me 20-19 at the half, I'd have taken that in a second.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And that's the only problem is there's this second half to come. And them Dogs going to have to hunker down for all 24 of them.
Madison 0-1 in the passing department, but rushing the doggone football, they've got plenty of yards there. Crumity's got 84 on 10 carries. You've got Miller with 41 on 5 carries. Hodge with 2 carries for 10 yards. You've got Gallen with 3 carries for 17 yards. Number 14, 5 carries. That's Sean Williams for 110 yards.
Yeah, that's that wing back we're talking about.
They've got the weapons. And thank you again to Jamie Watcher, keeping our stats updated here from the Lake City Reporter. And we certainly appreciate him and appreciate the newspaper. Lake City Reporter, you can get it in the stand, or you could subscribe to that doggone thing, and you can read it on your phone or on your laptop or your home computer.
Awesome.
Good stuff. All right, getting ready for second half action. And remember now, Madison gets the football first.
Yeah, they do. So now, of course, they had lined up to receive it on the north end, but now Madison's going to have to switch sides. They'll have to go to the south end zone.
20-19 here at the half.
Suwannee still huddled up on the near side, and we're counting to make sure we got 11 out there. It takes usually all 11 of them.
Yeah, it does. It's a team effort here. And this, gets these Cowboys now. It's not a one-man show. You've got to lasso those Cowboys.
AJ hit. He'll do the kicking chores. He'll tee it up at the 40-yard line.
And underway here in the second half. 12 minutes on the third quarter clock and waiting for that whistle. And there it is, and we're ready to go.
Yeah, most of the time you've had Crumity and number 4 Miller usually as their deep backs.
There's the kick.
Oh, kind of a sidewinder kick. It's going to go out of bounds around the 11-yard line. See if Madison wants a re-kick or
They
take
can
the ball
take,
at the 35.
yeah, they can take it to the 35, which is good field position, but let's see what they do here. As we begin the second half of action, it looks like they're, I'm guessing, going to take the ball to 35.
Yeah, they got their offense out on the field. I mean, that is pretty good field position when you get to thinking about it.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, and they've got great return guys, but give them the 35, and they've already got some plays scripted to begin this second half.
Yeah, and be careful with that pass play. Like you said, they were over.
Yeah. Well, they went back to pass a few times, but had flags.
Yeah.
And didn't get to complete that. But
see what happens here. Suwannee looks like we'll be in a 5-man front. Shotgun formation for Crumity. Got their back right beside him. Crumity will take it right up the middle of the field. Got some pretty good blocking. He'll cross the 40. We'll get banged down by a couple of dogs right there.
Yeah, tackle on the play for Suwannee that time, number 20. And that's Camden Lang. He's filling in for Coy Fryer tonight. Fryer on the injured list.
Yes, he is.
So the quarterback runs and gets good yards. 5-yard pickup.
Crumity in the gun once again, if you want to call it that. Looked like a direct snap this time to the other side, maybe to number 4. That'll be Miller. He breaks the tackle, and he's down the far sideline to the 30, 25, 20, to the 10, 5, and couldn't a dog catch him. Wow.
Well, they had him bottled up, but again, you got to bring that Cowboy to the ground. You can't just arm tackle. You can't just think he stopped. They're not going to blow that whistle.
No.
So the whistle didn't blow, and then he kept moving. He broke free from the crowd, and then he was off to the races, and nobody's going to catch that Cowboy. Touchdown for Miller.
That is something else. And like we say, they got the big plays, and once they break into the wide open field, it's Katie bar the door.
Yep, and now Madison's got that lead back, and now it's going to be interesting to see how Suwannee responds here. As Madison County going to line up and go for 2.
Yeah, they'll go for 2 here, leading 25-20. They almost run that wing back trap, and we stand them up to the goal line, but
he got in.
He did say that he got in on the 2-point conversion. Wow.
So the 2-point try is good. And just like that, before you know it, Madison has the lead back. It's 27-20. Madison leads Suwannee, 11:20 to go third quarter. It's dog ball on rivercountrysports.com.
It's a battle from across the river tonight as the Dogs get set to host the Hornets of Fayette County. At Live Jewelry, we want to be your diamond source. With relationships with brokers dating back over 50 years, the LOJ can offer you selections and price options few can compare with. Several diamonds are delivered overnight for your review, and once you select a diamond and setting, Live Oak Jewelry completes everything else in store. It's all at Live Oak Jewelry, proudly serving the Suwannee County area for over 77 years.
Well, we talked about it at halftime, how quick Madison can score, and boy, they showed it there. 2 plays, and they're into the end zone, and then a 2-point conversion, and next thing you know, instead of leading by 1, we're trailing by 7. Madison County 27-20 over Suwannee, and now how do the Dogs respond?
Yeah, and that all happened in 40 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and like we talked, the big playability of Madison County.
I still eat my chicken strips.
Yeah, goodness. See if Suwannee can return the favor. Cowboys tip, low line drive kick. And it'll be Rawson. He'll take it up around the 19-yard line. Rawson across the 30, still on his feet. Boy, one of them Cowboys tripped him up. And the 30 will fall forward to around the 32 or 33.
Nice return by Rawson. Sets up Suwannee with decent field position. Hey, home games at Paul Winkler Stadium means home cooking. Bring your appetite when you come to the games and visit concessions. The Band Boosters, located on the home side, and the NJROTC on the visitor side. The food is delicious, the price is reasonable, and while you cure that appetite, you're helping two terrific organizations, the NJROTC and the Suwannee High School Marching Band.
Awesome.
They were good chicken strips, weren't they? We
Oh,
had
yeah,
hamburgers, and hot dogs. Everybody up here in the press box.
All kind of, yeah, Powerade. We got it going on. Shotgun formation for Sykes. Split backs in the backfield. Receiver set to either side. Looking at a four-man front, and we get a high snap, and old Sykes pulls it back down, but it's going to lose about 2 yards on the play back to the 30.
And pulled that one down. It didn't go over his head, but it would like to. And then he ran into number 11, one of their top tacklers there, Christian.
It's just kind of tough when you start out in the hole. Second down and 12 for Suwannee from the 30-yard line.
Madison's come out here with renewed energy here in this second half. Dogs have to match that intensity.
Yeah, I'm sure they got a good talking to at halftime.
Yeah.
Suwannee out of the huddle and up to the line of scrimmage. They go nose to nose with them old Cowboys. Split backs in the backfield. Shotgun formation. Twin receivers far side. We'll run a little flare pattern. Try to run that underneath screen. Madison had read it all the way, and we're not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Rawson with the catch underneath, but just nowhere to operate for him. So the screen doesn't produce a whole lot there. Third down coming up.
Yeah, more or less, we had took the other back, and he flared out to the near side into the flats. Thought we'd draw some coverage, but they knew who we were going to. Third down and about 13 for Suwannee. Ball just shy of the 30-yard line, around the 29 and a half. We'll have trips to the near side. Sykes will be the quarterback. He'll stand in the gun, single back in the backfield. Looking at a three-man front this time. Plenty of protection. Looking. Now Sykes flushed out of the pocket. Looks like we'll get a holding call, probably against Suwannee.
And that was a coverage that time. It's nobody open, and so Sykes tried to run with it. Not a whole lot there, but a penalty flag down where normally that would indicate holding. And I'm sure Madison will decline if that's the call. And it is going to be a hold against Suwannee, and it's going to be declined.
Yeah, should bring up a fourth down situation. That's the thing. You kind of knew Madison, not in a prevent defense, but in their cover defense with just a three-man front.
Yeah, and Suwannee goes 3 and out. Now going to have to give the football up. Madison already has momentum. They've got a 7-point lead. So the Dogs going to kick it here, and they've got to play some defense here to stay in this ballgame.
A.J. hit. He'll stand somewhere around the 16. Madison look like they're coming after this one. They do. Well, we do get it.
And they got the kicker. They got the kicker.
Wow. But
where's the flag?
Don't see it.
There's no flag back there?
Takes a little bit of a bulldog roll inside the 40 down to the 39, and that's where the Cowboys will start out 1st and 10.
How did they not get rough in the kicker there? Or at least running into the kicker?
Well, I don't know. They've thrown a flag for everything else.
Well, I'm just kind of shocked there was no flag there. The kicker was on the ground, but not going to get the call. So Madison's going to get this football back, and they'll begin this drive at their own 39-yard line. 1st and 10 Madison. They lead by 7. They look for more. The Dog defense needs to hunker down.
They really do. Trumedy, you can call it the gun. He's looking for the far sideline. And now he takes the snap. He's going to roll or actually run to the right side. Finds a big hole. Got 2 big blockers in front of him. Up to the 40, to the 30, to the 20-yard line before a Dog wrestles him down. 1st and 10 Madco, and they're on the move, and they got all the momentum.
Yeah, that's M.J. Rawson that saved the touchdown there, but direct snap that time. Number 11 takes a snap and just gets to the outside and has blockers in front of him and a convoy going down that sideline.
Well, it was fun to lead for a little while.
Yeah, it was. That first half was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Cowboys up to the line of scrimmage. Dogs digging in. We're in a 6-man front. Boy, the ball comes loose. We needed to pounce on it somehow.
Well, we do get it back there and pounce on the
quarterback.
Ball carrier. Yeah.
One of them.
That's number 11 again.
Yeah.
That had that football. That's Nicholas Christian.
Yeah, he was their leading carrier coming into tonight's game. Hadn't got quite as many carries tonight.
They recover their own bad snap, but they're going to lose a lot of real estate there. Ball back to the doggone, where are they going to mark it? The 33?
Yeah, 33-yard line.
Second down and 23.
Yeah, and boy, you just wing back trap going the other way. I think it was number 14, Williams, who's had big yardage tonight, but he only gets it up to around the 31.
All right, Suwannee with a chance to get off the field here. Third down, and we're pretty much in four-down territory. Going to have to stop him twice here to get the ball back.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Line of scrimmage comes to 32, so it's third down and 22 yards to go.
Number 14, Zion Walker, he'll check into the game. We'll also be checking off one of them old big down linemen, so I'm sure we're going to be with a four-man front instead of five. Shotgun formation, if you want to call it that, for Crumity. And this time it goes to number 11, Christian. He'll take it off the right side, still on his feet, runs over one Bulldog around the 18, and he don't got a first down. Thinks he does, and points forward, but he did get some good yardage.
And again, their leading rusher there, Christian, again with the carry. M.J. Rosson took a heck of a pop there. Running back actually did the damage there as he lowered his shoulder. We do have an injured Cowboy back at around the 30-yard line.
And that's the thing. I don't know whether to say they really got a quarterback. Just all running backs. Because, I mean, you
just interchange them.
Yeah.
And you don't know where that snap's going. I mean, it can go directly to – and they'll line up at different spots on different plays. But
yeah, it's
and sometimes you'll get a running back and you'll hand it to another running back.
it's hard to
and
keep
you're
it.
still looking for the quarterback. Where's he at?
Yeah, pretty tough to read. You got to shut them all down back there, all four backs.
Back after this, Suwannee football on rivercountrysports.com.
Uh-oh, better call Bennett's. When it comes to glass in this area, folks know to call Bennett's Glass Company. Serving Live Oak and surrounding areas for almost 50 years, their reputation speaks for itself. From commercial to residential, new construction, remodeling, custom glass, auto glass, mirrors, tell your insurance company you want Bennett's. Bennett's Glass Company on Gold Kiss Boulevard in Live Oak, 386-362-2295. When glass breaks, better call Bennett's.
The Suwannee Bulldogs really need a stop here. And the injury stopped the clock, allowed both teams to talk to their respective units. And now let's see what happens. 4th and 6. Madison at the Suwannee 15-yard line.
Yeah, that was Travis Arnold, the injured Madison player, but they help him off to the sideline. Seems like he'll be okay. Shotgun formation for Crumity. Ball goes to him. He's just going to run it to the right, finds a big crease, cuts to the inside, and boy, he's close. But he may not have got there.
I don't know if he got there or not. It's
he should be a yard shy.
And, of course, they had to get it there if they're going to get the first down or it's a turnover on downs. They come up a yard short. You're right, Andy. And the Suwannee Bulldogs will take possession.
Yeah, them old dogs of Suwannee, they hunkered down, and now all we need to do is go 89 yards to pay dirt to get some points.
I mean, just as simple as that. Nothing to it.
Yeah.
And so the 11-yard line, Suwannee with a 1st and 10 as we turn around and take possession of the ball. 7:18 to play here in the third quarter of action. 27-20, Madison County leading Suwannee. And the Dogs break the huddle on their sideline, and now let's see if we can't get that offense cranked up here.
Yeah, we need just a little bit of momentum. Don't necessarily have to have a big play, but need to have a couple of good plays in a row.
Move those sticks. Keep the drive going and keep Madison on the sideline.
Dogs have the football at the 11-yard line. Traveling north to south. Shotgun formation, 4 Sykes, split backs in the backfield. Long snap count and handoff. Boy, we bump together and Madco comes across the line of scrimmage. We reverse field, but we're still going backwards. We're going to be around the 2.
Yeah. You got to run north and south.
Yeah, you do. And the thing about that is Madison's just pinning their ears back and coming now. I mean, we're backed up pretty deep.
But now we're all the way back to about the 3-yard line. So we lost a bunch of yards there.
Looks like number 3, Lujak, checks out of the ball game, and he'll come to the near sideline. Dogs out of the huddle up to the line of scrimmage. They go nose to nose with them old Cowboys. This time we'll have trips to the far side of the field, single back in the backfield, shotgun formation, Sykes. And he stands about 2 yards deep in the end zone. Here's the snap. Sykes looking, man coverage outside, and it was almost picked. It should have been picked. But
I thought it was. Yeah, because the defender had better position.
Yeah.
As that ball was thrown, our receiver was behind him, and I'm surprised he didn't hold on to that one. But an incomplete pass, and boy, that was gutsy throwing from your own end zone like that. But we get away with it. Live to play another down, third down, and 19 from our own 3-yard line.
Mercy, do we got one of them?
Yeah. What do you got in the playbook for that?
We'll probably need to pick up 7 or 8 anyway, so we can kick it out of the back of the end zone. Shotgun formation for Sykes. Single back in the backfield. Receivers on either side. Sykes going to throw it again. Looking. Flare pattern out there. We make the catch, but we hammered around the 8-yard line. And I think that was number 11 once again on the reception.
Logan Brooks having a big night tonight, but not going to be enough for the first down. But does get us a little bit of room to operate as far as getting this punt off because AJ is going to be back in his own end zone.
Yeah.
So fourth down coming up. And still about 14 yards to go.
Yeah, it is. And Madison's going to have great field position, and hopefully we get this punt off and get some good coverage. And we're missing a player out on the field.
And here he comes. And let's see, Madison, I'm sure they're going to go after this one.
Yeah, I would think so. AJ Hitch stands about high snap over his head, and boy, good thing we got a whistle before the...
Before the snap, there was a whistle.
Yeah.
So, but that was a high snap. Now, one thing Madison does do, they use that nose guard, and they will intimidate a center because they going to pop you. And so, some of those high snaps, probably because a little bit worried about getting popped. But that's going to be a half the distance penalty, and we're going to try to punt this thing again. And it's getting tight.
We'll be closer to the end line. Yeah. Yeah, you won't have but about maybe 12 yards back there to where A.J. Hitt standing. 2 of them Cowboys stand right around the 45. They come after it. This time
they got the punter that time, and they threw the flag.
They did, but I don't think it'll be enough for the first down unless it carries an automatic first down.
Well, that looked like a rough in the punter that time.
Well, hopefully it was.
So that's a 15-yarder. We had 4th and 14. So I've got it as a first down. Let's see what the officials say.
Well, they were saying we had 4th and 18.
And we may have AJ may be hurt on that one.
Yeah, I see him down on the ground on the near side, somewhere around the 3-yard line.
And actually, I don't know that that's him, but we do have a Suwannee player on the field. It looks like 20.
Yeah, I see AJ.
24 maybe. Hound on the ground.
Yeah.
I think that's Kyler Watson.
Yeah, 24 to be Kyler Watson. Kind of hard to get the number. He's in that dark corner.
Well, and he's down, on his back right now. And now they help him up. It is Kyler.
Yeah, and the thing is, we're going to still be facing a 4th and about 2.
Yeah. Even after the penalty?
Yeah.
Okay, I had it at, if that was a 15-yarder, I had it 4th and 14, and that's what the scoreboard had as well. But
I think it was more like 19.
And we've got first down. That is a first down.
Okay, automatic.
Yeah. No, I mean, they had enough. They had the 15-yard penalty. They just hadn't changed it yet. But Dogs with new life here.
We'll be up close, maybe to the 19-yard line, 1st and 10. Sometimes that drone kind of bothers me when it flies by. Shotgun formation for Sykes. Single back in the backfield. Another high snap. We drag it down, throw it wide open. We just could not catch the football. Number 11. It was intended for old Logan Brooks. He got one hand on it.
Yeah, and we've been praising him, but that time he had a paw on it. Probably should have hauled that one in.
Yeah.
Boy, that one could have been 6 as he was splitting the defense. And that was a great throw there. I mean, Thomas Sykes put it on the money.
Yeah, and we just ran the tight end right down the seam, and he was open. And the ball was there. Just could not come down with it.
He couldn't haul it in.
Could have been
catch every one of them.
Could have been a big play.
Yeah, that was a missed opportunity there. Let's see if the Dogs can come back. 2nd and 10 here from the 19.
2 receivers to the far side of the field. One of them will be Lopez, the other one Ross. shotgun formation, and I'm talking about they just ate us up in the backfield, and they must have had all the backers coming.
Yeah, well, you had number 2 that time, Octavius Hodges, come across the line, and I thought he was going to take the handoff.
Yeah.
Instead, he about took our head off.
Yeah, and they just took us backwards all the way to the 15-yard line and bring up a 3rd and long for Suwannee.
3rd and about 14 yards to go. And, man, that tight end across the middle, it's hard when you have a play and you almost hit it.
Yeah, you need that momentum for one thing, but then you get a big first down and get you out of a hole.
And let's see if the Dogs can recover here. 3rd down, need a big play here.
Well, we're
about to delay a game.
Yeah, we're going to have to take a timeout.
I think we did take a time. So Suwannee will stop the clock. 4:25 showing in the third quarter clock. Dogs down by 7. It's Suwannee football on rivercountrysports.com.
Everybody's always claiming to offer the top insurance, the lowest rate, blah, blah, blah. Well, cut the game and go to the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. Jeff is an independent agent, meaning he can shop around to get you the best price for the coverage you need. With access to major carriers like Auto Owners, Progressive, Travelers, and Mercury, stop with those cold 800 numbers. Discover the personal difference with the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. US 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-2886 or visit JeffTippinsInsurance.com.
Suwannee football here at rivercountrysports.com. Don't forget our coaches show every Monday, brought to you by West Haney Chevrolet. Join TJ Vickers and head coach Kyler Hall from our downtown Pool Realty Studios. And that'll be on 7 to 8 p.m. Monday nights. Don't miss it on rivercountrysports.com. All right, big play time.
Boy, it is. The Dogs at least need to get it out to around the 25 just so we're not so backed up. But high snap once again, they pin their ears back and they'll sack us at the 5. I mean, they're just coming after us now.
Yeah.
Slowing down, too much speed.
And too much time back there. You don't have that much time. You're playing Madison, and then coming off the corner blitz there, and Arnold gets to him. And a sack for the Madison Cowboys, and now Suwannee, after getting the break, going to have to punt again from our own end zone.
Yeah, from about the same spot.
Pretty much.
Maybe we'll get another rough.
Line of scrimmage is about the 6-yard line here. The 4th down and 23.
Wow. Yeah, long ways. And AJ hit. He'll stand pretty close to the end line. 2 of them Cowboys stand right around the 44. They're coming after it again. End over end kick. That's a short kick that will hit. I thought maybe Madison would come up and scoop it up, but it's only going to end up at the 33. So they'll have be plenty close enough.
And
to the end zone.
Give AJ credit. I mean, just to get that off. Because they were coming at him again, but he got the punt off. Wasn't his best punt, but he did get it off and down the field. So 3:27 left to go here in the third quarter. We'll step aside back after this. Suwannee football on rivercountrysports.com.
Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. At J&W, you can buy a car. They've got a great selection to choose from. At J&W, you can get your car fixed. They provide complete vehicle repair. At J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, plus tires, front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are truly your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Online at jwautos.com.
And I want to thank Jeff White for his support and the whole crew down there at J&W Automotive. J&W, your one-stop auto shop, so whatever you need, if it comes automotive, whether you need a new car, your current car fixed, or maybe body work, or, whatever you need.
Yeah,
maybe you need a new key cut. They can do it all.
They can do everything.
Yes. And they got that brand new location there, 129 North.
They do.
Up on the hill. J&W.
Well, Madco with a great field position, leading at 27-20, 3:27 to go here in the third quarter. Shotgun formation. They do that wing back trap coming back to the near side. Suwannee stops him, spins him around, but they hadn't even blown the whistle, and they got other players dragging him forward, and I sometimes don't get it. They wonder why players get hurt.
Yeah, you think he hadn't stopped, but now with Madison, they're going to keep playing to the echo of the whistle, like Bobby Bowden used to say.
Yeah, exactly. So instead of being stopped for only about a 2.5-yard gain, he just kind of drags a couple of dogs with him for about 5 or 6.
Yeah, he got 5 yards there when I thought we had him bottled up after, like you said, a short game.
Crumity in the gun, backs all in the backfield. Crumity's going to take it, run back to the near side, does a stutter step, and once again we stand him up and we bring him down right around the line of scrimmage.
There's nowhere to go. He was kind of dancing around looking for that hole to open up. Suwannee didn't let it open up that time around as the Dogs get it done defensively, led by Delwyn Allen.
Yeah, and the thing about it, Suwannee needs to hunker down, but like you say, Madison's in 4-down territory once again.
Oh, absolutely.
Ball spotted right at the 28-yard line. Madison facing 3rd down and a long 4. Shotgun formation for Crumity. Backs all in the backfield, and they're just going to take it straight ahead. Big hole up the middle to get more than enough for the first down. I think that was number 4, Miller. He still pounds his way inside the 15.
Yeah, it was 4 on the carry, but they had 5 backs that time. But, when you look at the way they line up, they've got their linemen, but some of those backs are linemen because they're going to come in and block. And they're all blocking in one direction. I mean, they line up in that wing T offense, and
it's just
a lot of misdirection.
Smash mouth football at its best.
And they've got some tough ones there in Madison County.
They do. On the move, 1st and 10, old Madco. We can call them in the gun, but it's just backs right at the line of scrimmage. Crumity's going to take it around. Ball, we come across the line of scrimmage, and somebody makes a great play for them old Dogs.
Yeah, that's Clay Starling that time. Yeah. He put the hammer down.
Yeah, he read it right, came to the good side, and made the tackle on the backfield.
Tackle for loss that time. They lose a couple of yards.
Good job by the Dogs. That backs Madison up. It'll be about 2nd down. We'll call it closer to 13.
We need to do that about 3 more times.
At least. I'm waiting for some of them penalties by Madison. Greg snap straight ahead and see if Suwannee got it. We're pointing that we got it, but I don't see an official saying we got it. And we do have it. Oh, my. Just what the doggy ordered.
The Suwannee Bulldogs come up with the loose football.
Well, that's one of those breaks. And the thing about it, you got to turn some of these breaks into scores.
Yeah, you got to take advantage of the turnover, no doubt about it. So momentum shifts a little bit Suwannee's way. And now the Dogs need to take advantage of that momentum. Let's see if we can get something cooking here. Still pinned back on our side of the field, though, at the 14-yard line, and that's where Suwannee takes over possession.
Yeah, we'll have it right around the 14, 1st and 10.
I say send Logan over the middle one more time. He'll hang on this time around. Put some stickum on his fingers.
You need to pick up some kind of momentum with the running game. I kind of like it better when we got the split backs, but that's just me. I ain't coaching. I'm watching. Shotgun formation, 4 sacks. Single back in the backfield. Here's the snap. And we're going to throw it. Looking for the down, out, and up, but we just couldn't get there.
Well,
with number 14.
They had another second or two, but they let number 50 just come right in there, Johnny Norwood, and he was just about to crack that quarterback. And he had to get rid of the football, and he threw it to a safe spot in the field, hoping his man could run under it. But if he'd have had just 2 more seconds, that'd have been a big play.
Yeah, Zion had broke into the open on the near side right around the 40-yard line, but it goes incomplete. 2nd down and 10 for them old Dogs of Suwannee. Out of the huddle and up to the line of scrimmage. Madco in a 4-man front. Backer stacked in behind them. Shotgun formation, 4 sacks. We'll have 2 receivers to the far side, single receiver to the near side, and that'll be old Noah Lopez. We'll bring motion, near side, single back, and hold everything. Somebody move.
Yeah, I think some movement up front.
And you can't do that.
No. And again, you're already in the hole. So you really don't need to cost yourself 5 yards, but that's exactly what happened. So back to the 9-yard line, go the Suwannee Bulldogs. And now 2nd and 15.
It will be.
Madison doesn't seem to mind moving backwards because they can bust it on any play.
That's right.
Suwannee has to work a little harder for those first downs. But I'd have to say Suwannee's offense is, as they progress a little bit each game, I mean, they made big strides tonight, but I don't know if it's going to be enough.
Yeah. Lopez will carry the play back into the huddle. We're down to the 42nd mark here of the 3rd quarter. Madco leading 27-20. And we need a first down. We'll have motion near side. Sykes looking, but he's going to be sacked once again right around the 6.
Just taking too much time back there. I mean, you got to make a decision to get rid of it. I mean, this defense is coming at you. Ends up taking the sack.
Yeah, and the only person I could see downfield was Lopez, and he was in double coverage right down here.
So there was nowhere to go with the football.
Uh-uh.
Jeez.
More or less, it looked like we were faking the cross buck and come up throwing, but that's going to have to be a shorter pass.
And you got to get rid of it quick. It's now 3rd and 18, and we're backed up to the 6-yard line as we come to the end of the third quarter of action. Well, the Suwannee have some magic in the fourth.
Ooh.
Let's hope so.
I'm hoping.
27-20 Madison. After 3, it's Bulldog football on rivercountrysports.com.
In the heart of the red zone is where the game is won, and you need a dealership that knows about scoring big. At Roundtree Moore Ford, we've scored this area's largest selection of new and pre-owned inventory. And right now, we're scoring rates as low as 0%. It's time to get out of the stands and score big in the Roundtree Moore Ford red zone. At Roundtree Moore Ford, the customer always wins. So make your next ride a touchdown at RoundtreeMoreFord.com today.
Suwannee Bulldog football on rivercountrysports.com. Appreciate you tuning in. We've got a good ball game here tonight, but one more quarter to go, and Suwannee has the work cut out for them as they're backed up against their own end zone, facing a 3rd and long here, down by 7 points, and needing to keep something going, keep some momentum. It'd be nice to get a first down here.
Yeah.
But going to need a big play in order to achieve that. Want to thank our camera crew, Sawyer Brooks and Dusty Morgan. They're working the cameras here tonight. Tammy Neal is our technical advisor. Rivers Martinez, our technical director. Wayne Luttrell, Andy Day here doing the play-by-play. And Clifford Gwynn, he's helping us out, keeping an eye on everything.
Oh, yeah.
We call him our streaming producer.
Hey, I like it.
Okay.
Now, the problem is, Wayne, we this whole third quarter, moving to the fourth, we've been pinned back almost against our end zone. We punted out of the end zone twice.
I know it, and I'm trying to avoid that here, but we need some yards.
But it's 3rd and a country mile, at least 18. Shotgun formation for Sykes, single back in the backfield. We'll bring motion near side, and we're looking. Now we're rolling. He's going to just have to throw it away on the far side as he was going out of the pocket.
And again, that was number 50 that was just bearing down on him. And just no time to operate back there for Mr. Sykes.
Well, you would figure with them with a 3-man front, we could block one.
Yeah, but you would think so. And that's number 50. He's up there on the line, but we just can't seem to keep him off our quarterback. And that's the thing. If you can get pressure with your front without blitzing and all your receivers are covered up, nowhere to go.
AJ hits once again. Stands within a yard of the end line. Let's see if we get that good snap and hold everything. Another flag.
And
for something.
And that's probably going to be a half the distance penalty again. Because that was right at the line of scrimmage. Either they were lined up offside, and that's the call. They were offsides. So that helps out a little bit to give us a little bit of breathing room to punt this thing.
Looks like Crumity and Miller will be the
moves the ball to the 11-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and 13.
So Crumity and Christian actually will be the 2 deep backs. Boy, high snap is over our head, and you can call that a safety.
Yeah, and that's the 3rd high snap that we've had, and 2 of them have been on the punts.
Oh yeah, and then we'll have to kick it away to them anyway.
Yeah, that's just you got out of harm's way, so my goodness.
And that's the thing. Madison scored in about the first 20 to 40 seconds of the third quarter. Now the fourth quarter, that would be the safety.
Yeah, I don't know who's doing the long snapping. Usually it's either Clay Starling or Kyler Watson normally. But we've had several of those high snaps. We pulled down a few of them.
Yeah.
But you'd have needed a ladder to catch up to that one.
Sure enough.
That was well over AJ's head. So bad snap, and that'll result in the safety.
And it's kind of been all Cowboys since around the 142 mark of the second quarter. They scored all the points.
Well, this second half has belonged to Madison. And 2 more points right there, and now we got to get the ball back to them.
Yeah, we do. And the sad thing is we got to kick it from the 20-yard line.
Yeah. Well, barring a miracle, Madison looks to be in control here. We're 2 scores down now.
Yeah, we'll be 2 scores down, 29-20, and they're going to have pretty good field position because their deep backs stand only around the 30. We do a little pooch kick, and they're going to retrieve on a dead run. They fumbled it, looked like a dog pounced on it. Did we retain possession at the 42? Hopefully so, just what the doggy ordered. Wow.
Well, don't give up on those Suwannee Bulldogs just yet. Little pooch kick. Yeah. And one of those upbacks for Madison came up, was going to retrieve it, and I think he was looking for running room and thought he was going to be on a highlight reel.
Oh, yeah.
And he took his eye off that ball, and it came loose, and Suwannee jumped on it.
It's a good thing about having good coverage and getting down the football field. And the other part, at least for the time being, we're not backed up to our end zone.
Yeah, that's good news then. So Suwannee will take over possession. Big break there for the Dogs. They need to cash in this time. Got better field position. 11:46 to go, and Suwannee will have this at the 42-yard line.
See what the Dogs going to do here. We bought the old Dirt Devil. He'll be in the backfield, have split backs in the backfield.
Got Rawson back there as well.
Yeah, also. Yeah, we saw a little bit of that in the second quarter of the game. Shotgun formation for Sykes. Still has to go up and get the football. Going to hand it to Rawson. And he dodges one. Will be tackled. Turtles another one to the 45. Up to the 49, and he's banged out of bounds.
Well, M.J. Rawson, I know he's not your starting running back. He's a wide receiver, but he looks good when he's back there. You know, he missed one tackle, and then, like you said, he leapfrogged on one of those Cowboys.
He sure did.
Oh, went right on over.
Mercy. Got a good 8-yard gain that looks more like 10 or 15.
That was a nice play there. Got it out to midfield at the 50-yard line after the 8-yard pickup. 2nd and 2.
Sykes will be in the gun once again. Same 2 backs. Starting to miss a little bit of rain here. Hand off to number 5, Rawson. Rawson does a spin move. Rawson still on the feet. Across the 40, up to the 42. And somebody say, give that dog a first down.
Big first down. Only needed 2 yards. He got the yardage, and he bounced off a tackle, spun away from another one, and M.J. Rawson. Big first down, Suwannee.
Well, I told you earlier that I like those split backs in the backfield, and I like the 2 that are out there.
Timeout on the field. I agree. 11:31 left to play. 29-20. Madison leads. Back with more after this. It's Suwannee Football on RiverCountrySports.com.
When you're in the market for a home or vacant property to build that dream home on, contact Pool Realty of Live Oak. They can also help locate commercial real estate for your business venture. Pool Realty has a full team of professional and caring real estate brokers and agents, so always think Pool Realty of Live Oak to help you find the perfect home or property in Suwannee or surrounding counties. Pool Realty, a proud supporter of Suwannee Bulldog football and RiverCountrySports.com.
Suwannee Bulldog football, we're live here at Paul Langford Stadium in Live Oak, Florida. We've got a good one going on here. Suwannee, unfortunately, on the short end of things right now, but the Dogs with a little offensive momentum here. 29-20, Madison leads, 11:31 left. And Suwannee, after a turnover, has the ball at the Madison 41-yard line with the new set of downs.
They do. We'll come out with the gun, split backs in the backfield. Lopez will be the lone receiver near side. Hand off to Rawson once again. Boy, the Turf Monster beat him at the 41, but he'll fall forward to the 40.
Yeah, Turf Monster beat him. He went down. Then he got stepped on. Twice them old Cowboys. But 3 straight running plays for M.J. Rawson, and he still got a yard out of that, even losing his balance.
Yeah, I saw him kick up some dust right there where it tripped him up. Had some blocking in front of him. The old Dirt Devil helping him out up there.
Field's in pretty good shape here, Paul Langford Stadium. They do a great job on this field, this playing surface.
Lopez will be the single receiver near side, split backs in the backfield. The quarterback Sykes calls for the snap. Handoff once again to Rawson. Rawson kicks it to the outside, but that Cowboy, he didn't wait on that stiff arm. He attacked him, pinned him up, and we only gained another yard.
Yeah, that was Miller, and he got underneath that stiff arm. MJ had the stiff, but Miller got up underneath it and just took him down.
Yeah, good play by the Cowboy defense.
And so a pickup is good for another yard. It's 3rd down and 8 now coming up for Suwannee. 4 straight running plays for M.J. Rawson.
Has been probably getting a little winded.
I would think so. How about we do a little play action here and catch Logan Brooks streaking across the middle of the field.
According to what them Cowboys will do. See if we stay in the same set with the split backs. Maybe we could do a little play action and hope, and daggum, they call a timeout. Lopez will be the lone receiver on this side.
Suwannee calls the timeout here. 9:59 left to play. Back after this, Suwannee football on rivercountrysports.com.
What's a football game without pizza? Papa John's Pizza of Live Oak can take care of all of your football dining needs. Take care of your hungry crowd before, during, or after the game. Stop by Papa John's for better pizza, better wings, and many other delicious menu items for the family or the game crowd. Papa John's Pizza always has better ingredients, better pizza. Better get you some.
Suwannee football on rivercountrysports.com. I'll tell you what, though, Andy, win or lose this ball game, the Dogs have put everything into it. They've laid it all on the field.
Yeah, they put up a good fight. And the thing about it, I think the coaches are emphasizing to them right now, you're down by 9:59 to go here in the fourth, but we need a first down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to keep this drive alive.
And it's 3rd down and 8. Shotgun formation. This time we'll go with a single back in the backfield. And that'll be number 9 for the Dogs. Blocking help. Oh, but number 50 tears loose again. Got us by the jersey. Rides us, and they pick up the ball, and they're headed the other way to the 40, to the 30, 20. That Cowboy is gone, and it will be a touchdown.
Well, they crunched the quarterback. One of them had him by the jersey, and the other Cowboy came down on top of him. The ball comes loose, and I believe that was number 10 that scooped it up and scored.
Yeah. Mercy. That is DeAndre Arnold.
And, boy, that's going to be awfully tough to overcome. Scoop and score. And Madison, we figured that defense was going to score at some point tonight, and they showed it there. They normally come up with Suwannee came up with a defensive score in the first half.
Yeah.
But, this time, Madison County.
Yeah, and that'll probably be the nail in the coffin, so to speak.
Yeah, and, the final score is not going to indicate how close this game was for 3/4 of the ball game.
Yeah, no, you're right. Madison, I figured they would kick the extra point, but might as well. I mean, you've got a big lead now, so might as well go for 2 and tack on more. The quarterback, Crumby, he'll just quarterback roll, left side, and a dog ain't in sight, and he'll score the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, I don't think they have a very strong kicking game, so they're going to go with the 2-point conversion and tack on more points. And 37-20 is your score right now. Madison in control with 9:45 left. Suwannee football on rivercountrysports.com.
Now is a great time to earn a career in a year at River Oak Technical College. River Oak offers 17 career and technical education programs to select from that lead to industry credentials and high-wage careers. River Oak offers high-quality instruction, academic and financial advisement, mentoring, and coaching to ensure your success. Get hands-on education without breaking the bank or leaving the area. Grow your future with us at River Oak Technical College.
The Suwannee Quarterback Club show, the Suwannee Coaches Show, can be heard each Monday from 7 to 8 p.m. right here on rivercountrysports.com. So join hosts TJ Vickers and dog head coach Tyler Hall. Mondays brought to you by Wes Haney Chevrolet. Check out the Coaches Show. You can watch it live on Mondays, and then it'll be archived all week long. Catch it anytime you want on rivercountrysports.com.
Mitchell will tee it up at the 40-yard line as the Cowboys getting squared away across the front. Taking kind of a long time. I thought maybe they have an onside kick set up or something, but who knows? Kind of a line drive, end over end kick that we're going to fall on at the 29-yard line.
I mean, that's in effect, that's sort of like in between a pooch kick and an onside kick, but we will recover that one as number 26 for Suwannee. Johnny Hustle down there, Jason Cherry. He's made a couple of big plays here in this ball game. Yep, Suwannee's going to have the football back, but barring a miracle, they're going to come out on the short end of this thing. But we could use a quick score here and
try to get back in.
And then an onside, and then another quick score.
Maybe a defensive score. And
yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm not giving up quite yet. Ball's at the 29-yard line, 1st and 10 Suwannee.
Will be shotgun formation for Sykes. Single back in the backfield. We'll have 2 receivers to the far side of the field. 1st and 10 Dogs from there. We're looking at a 4-man front. Here's the snap, and it's Sykes looking. Thrown to, I think it was number 11 again, wasn't it?
There's Logan Brooks made a great catch that time. Sykes put it on the money, put it on the outside shoulder, and he made the catch.
Brooks.
But only good for a couple of yards, really.
Comes up a little bit gimpy, but
he took a pretty mean pop out there for a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, he's coming off to the near sideline.
And Watson has been spelling him offensively, but, these guys are going both ways. About half the offense and defense never leaves the field.
Absolutely.
For either team. I mean, Madison's got plenty of those cats as well.
They do. Shotgun formation for Sykes. Single back in the backfield. 2 receivers near side. 1 to the far side. The linebackers are coming for Madco, and we get some quick feet, and it's going to be, caught by M.J. Rawson right around the 48.
Man, I tell you what, he caught that ball in traffic. That ball was perfectly thrown, and MJ made a great catch there.
Yeah, he did. Coverage by number 14. That's Sean Williams with him.
Well, the way you beat Madison County is through the air, so if you get a real good passing team, Suwannee's coming to their own. The passing game is getting better and better each week, but that's the way you beat them. It's hard to move the ball on the ground against these fellas.
Oh, it is. They are tough up front, and the linebackers, like I say, a great deal of speed. Madco in a 4-man front. Suwannee up to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation, single back in the backfield. Here's the snap. Sykes looking. Oh, boy, that one was almost picked. It was intended for Rawson, but I thought we had that middle, whatever you went down the seam. I thought we were open.
Lopez was open. You saw that too. But he threw to the double coverage. You're going to your leading receiver, M.J. Rawson, but I wish you would have saw Lopez as well, because I saw him streaking down the middle, and he hadn't had a ball thrown to him tonight.
No, and he's our possession receiver.
So sometimes when in that case, the defense will kind of forget about you. And that time they did, but we didn't pick him up.
2nd down and 10 for the Dogs, right around the 48-yard line. In the gun once again. And we'll do a little quick handoff, return it to the right, but too much dancing.
Yeah.
And we'll get stacked up and backed up and bring up a 3rd and 11.
Yeah, I like Lou Jack's running style, but sometimes he does a little too much of that fancy footwork behind the line of scrimmage. He's looking for that hole, and he'll hit it quick if he gets it, but Madison strings that out. You've got to hit it when you can and get what you can.
Do. Madison, a little bit too much quickness, and they ain't going for juke move.
No, they're not biting on that. So 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Dogs trailing 37-20 under the 8-minute mark here of the 4th quarter. We got trips to the wide side of the field. Single back in the backfield. Sykes in the gun. Here's the snap. Madison coming after us, and we're going to roll. Got a wide open receiver. That's Brooks once again, and he's going to fight his way across the 40.
That time that was 21 actually on the carries. Hunter Watson.
Hunter Watson.
And it may be his first catch of the year.
It is.
And did he get the 1st down?
Well, I thought he did, but something's going on the far side.
Yeah, there is. We got an injured player on the far side of the field, and that may be Watson. Yeah, it is. And they're tending to him on the far side. He got hit pretty hard there after the play.
Yeah, and it did happen way over there.
Yeah, all the way on the far side of the Madison sideline. So we'll take an injury timeout. 7:36 to go. Back after this, Suwannee football on RiverCountrySports.com.
It's rodeo time in Live Oak. The Suwannee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, October 18th and 19th at the Bob Holmes Covered Arena at the fairground. Bull riding, bronc riding, barrel racing, steer wrestling, breakaway roping, calf roping, and team roping. Gates open at 6. The rodeo starts at 7:30. Tickets just $10, 12 and under $5. The 4th annual Suwannee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, presented by Pilgrims and sponsored in part by Visit Suwannee County. Friday and Saturday, October 18th and 19th. For more, visit SuwanneeParks.com.
Back here at Paul Langford Stadium, and boy, it's quiet right now.
Yeah, it is.
And we certainly hope that young man, he is a spark plug on this team. We do not need to lose him. And most importantly, right now, we're just hoping he's okay. But like you say, this is on the far side. It's hard to see over there, but when you see the whole Madison team take a knee,
it's
normally indication this could be pretty serious. But Now they got him up. And he is trying to walk off. He's got the two trainers helping him off, and he's not able to put any pressure.
No pressure. And the thing is, there is a flag back here.
And he's in some pain. And there is a flag on the field. Now, I don't know if that's a clean hit or not. I don't know. I didn't see it.
Well, I see the flag right around the 48. I mean, it's just past that official on the far side. I assume that's a flag.
Yeah, it looks like a flag on the field.
But I don't, in the area that is, we were rolling that way, so no telling.
I don't know.
No,
it's going to be against Suwannee. So this whole thing is coming back.
Yeah.
He gets injured for nothing. And I thought he might have had the first down.
Yeah, I thought he did.
But going to be called for illegal procedure. False start.
That'll back you up 5 yards in the 3rd and 15.
Well, when it's a procedure, I wish they'd just blow the whistle. Back us up 5 and save our injury.
We've already got one dog on crutches tonight.
Yeah, that was costly there, man.
Mm-hmm.
Back to the 43-yard line, 3rd and 15. And so Suwannee will need another big play if they want to keep this drive going.
Mercy.
Now, I think Brooks is checked back in at that tight end H-back position, hybrid position.
Yeah. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far side, facing a 3rd and 15. Sykes will be in the gun, single back in the backfield. Madison 4-man front, and here they bring a linebacker. They do a little pump fake. We're holding on for dear life at the front line. We get spun out of there at Sykes, but he's touched. And if he doesn't, I don't know if that's a fumble or if what's going on, really. He tried to get his arm going forward, but I think it was a fumble.
His arm was in a cock position, but I don't know that the officials will rule it was moving forward, and I think the officials are going to give the ball to Madison, so his arm was not in full. But he was trying to throw the football.
2 times.
Yeah,
twice. 3 times. But
and he had a receiver downfield if he could have. He had the arm caught, but he just couldn't get that throw off, and Madison was coming at him hard and heavy, and they end up coming up with a turnover.
Yeah, and it's pretty much Madison will have great field position right around the 34-yard line, 1st and 10. And that'll be kind of all she wrote. 7:19 to go here in this ball game.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot you can say at this point. Let the picture speak for itself.
Shotgun formation. I think that's number 13, Gallen, who's actually behind the center. And it does. Gallen takes it off the left side. Big hole. And he'll pick up maybe 8 yards.
And again, that's just their base offense.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter who's back there, what number it is, but they're just going to have more blockers than you have defenders and pick a spot on the field and attack it.
Yeah, smash mouth football, and like you say, they do. They got the other backs, one bigger back right at the line of scrimmage. Got a wing on this side. There's 2 backs on the near side, 2 in the backfield. That ball gets tipped in the air, and there's 20 people all around it. But did we come up with it?
I think they did. I think Suwannee came up with the turnover here. Yep, they did.
Boy, just what the doggy ordered.
Well, that ball is bouncing around both ways here.
Yeah, it is.
So Suwannee gets the ball back here and keeps a little bit of hope alive, but only 6.5 left, and we're down 17 points. Timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout. Suwannee football on rivercountrysports.com.
Hey, Bulldogs, let the UPS Store of Live Oak handle all of your packing and shipping needs. The UPS Store of Live Oak also offers mailboxes, printing, faxing, scanning. We also offer notary services and shredding services as well. Stop by your local UPS store. There's help in here. Real help. The UPS Store, proud sponsors of Suwannee Bulldog football on the rivercountrysports.com.
Well, the Suwannee Bulldogs fumbled, and then Madison takes over, and they fumble the football. Now Suwannee has it back. But, boy, they've got their work cut out for them, and we've got injured dogs on the sideline and a couple injured Cowboys on the other sideline. This has been a hard-hitting game. We told you it was going to be a snot knocker.
Yeah, real physical, and it's still physical. Going to be all the way to the end. Suwannee with the 1st and 10, and we'll be in the gun after the turnover. Single back in the backfield. looking at a four-man front. Here's a snap, and Sykes is looking, set up the screen pass near side. We try to get a block, but we drop the football.
Yeah, trying to get that screen set up that time to Freddie Cooks, but couldn't hang on. So an incomplete pass, and that Madison rush is fierce. That time they let it come to set up the screen, but
yeah, they know we have to throw the football.
And when they know you got to throw, they're coming after. Well, they're coming after you anyway.
Oh yeah. But like you say, most of the time now they're sending at least five guys. At least one of the backers is getting good penetration. Depends on which one's going. Flip receivers to the far side, one to the near side, shotgun formation. Here comes one backer. We throw the slant pass, and we just can't hang on to the football right now.
Well, that time Rawson moving forward as he tries to make the catch, and now a late flag comes out, and this will work against number 14 for Madison, Sean Williams. Williams made a nice play on the ball, broke that one up, and then did a little taunting afterward.
Yeah.
And the flag comes out.
They're showing that they won't put up with none of that. So that's a pretty good job by the officials. I didn't figure it would be that big a deal.
Yeah, and I don't know what was said, but, he was making some noise after that play, and so that's going to be an unsportsmanlike against Madison.
Should give us a 1st and 10 up to around the 40-yard line.
And that'll help for the time being.
6:21 to go here in the fourth quarter. We trail 37-20.
Could use a score here.
Absolutely. Dogs out of the huddle and up to the line of scrimmage. Have a single receiver near side, two to the far side of the field, shotgun formation. And a single back in the backfield. He'll be sidecar left. Three-man front by Madison. Here's the snap, and this time we hand off. I think that's Kuntz, but he's still going nowhere with a three-man front. Them linebackers ate us up.
Yeah, it's 16 and 2 combined on the tackle. So that's Vincent Sanders along with Hodge. 16 on the running play that time for Suwannee. So Cooks gets the momentum going, but stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
He was. Bring up a 2nd down and 10 for them old dogs of Suwannee. Still hanging in there. See what we can do here. Looks like Lopez and Zion will be to the far side. Single back in the backfield. Here's the snap. We're looking. Sykes going to throw it down the field across the middle, intended for Lopez, but just thrown in front of him. He'll be incomplete.
Lopez's first target that time, and he may be shaking up a little bit. He hit the ground pretty hard. And so the clock will stop while they tend to that injury. And hopefully he's going to be okay. But
yeah, we're going down like flies.
A little grass burn there that time. Because I didn't see him get hit, did he?
I didn't think so. I'm hoping it was cramps, but I don't know.
And it may have been. But anyway, an incomplete pass will bring up 3rd down and 10.
And somebody say, give them doggies some water.
Yeah.
The 5:37 mark. Of course, an injury timeout is what I'm assuming it is.
Well, and officials blowing the whistle. Yeah. Both teams are gassed right now.
Yeah.
But,
need a little break.
They're blowing the whistle saying, hey, let's get this game getting over with. We got 5:37 on the clock. And so Suwannee comes back out to the line of scrimmage. Madison lines up defensively. Big 3rd down play coming up for Suwannee.
Same setup for the Dogs. We're in the gun. 2 receivers one side, one to the far side of the field. Single back in the backfield. Madison pretty much content to go with a 3-man front, but why shouldn't they? They put plenty of pressure with it. Wide open, number 14, Mount Zion catches it at the 41, and them Dogs got a 1st down.
Big catch that time, and a pretty good pop there by Madison, but Zion hangs on, and a 1st down and 10.
It will be. They'll actually mark him at the 42-yard line. It seemed like that's the first time we went to him in a little while, maybe in the second half.
Has been a while, but he's becoming a pretty good-looking receiver. Remember, he scored in that Columbia game, but he wasn't lined up on side, so we got that worked out. And now he's starting to contribute to this offense.
Zion and Cherry to the far side of the field. Rawson to the near side. Sykes looking down the field. Scramble with three-man rush and throws it down there intended for, I don't know if it was Lopez or Brooks. Probably Brooks.
Yeah, that was Brooks. Two ones on that jersey.
Yeah, and the thing about it, we were in double coverage.
Yeah, that was kind of an ill-advised pass, just to be honest. But Sykes was running out of time, and he tried to thread the needle. And kind of lucky it went incomplete.
Yeah, we might could have run the football for about 5.
Well, I thought he was going to take off a running, but then he pulled up and he was looking for somebody downfield to come open. And best he could find was our tight end in double coverage.
Second down and 10 for Suwannee. Out of the huddle and up to the line of scrimmage. Madco still in a 3-man front. 2 receivers, one side, one to the far side of the field. Single back in the backfield. We'll hand off to that single back. Probably is Cooks. He'll take it straight ahead and maybe got to the 41.
Yeah, not a whole lot there. He's up the middle, and there was a hole for a moment, but Madison closed it up quickly. And now it's going to be third down once again.
Yeah, Cook said I wasn't cooking on that one.
Nothing doing there. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 3rd and 10 for Suwannee. And like I said, Suwannee needed a quick score. They're not going to get a quick score, but they could use, I don't care. They need points out of this drive. Keep Madison on the sideline, if nothing else.
Rawson will come to the near side of the field. That's the short side, the home side. Shotgun formation for Sykes. Here's the snap. Sykes looking downfield, looking, going to throw it to Rawson. Dodges one would-be tackler to the 25-20. Rawson sideline, stepping the sideline. I guess he stepped out of bounds. I thought he did that little twirl move.
Yeah, he tried to stay inbounds, man. He was spinning and just trying to tiptoe, but Madison pushed him out just enough to get him out of bounds. But great throw and a great catch. Offensive line gave Sykes time that time. He found Rawson and a big first down.
Yeah, get it to your playmaker. And the thing was, the cheerleaders were blocking. We couldn't see if he stepped on the line or didn't.
But inside that Roundtree Moore Ford red zone down to the 14-yard line, Suwannee threatening to put points on the board here.
Need a score. Shotgun formation, same set for the Dogs. Now we're looking at a 4-man front. Long snap count by Sykes. Blocking, looking for the corner of the end zone, and we're going to have to eat the football.
This took too much time there. You just can't take it. I mean, Suwannee can give you a little bit of protection, but eventually that's going to break down against anybody. So
no, it will.
Sack. And we got
I don't know what
I'm not sure. I heard whistles. I'm looking for a flag. I don't see one.
No.
But the official is they're conferring with one another and talking about something.
Well, something happened downfield in the end zone.
And here it is, unsportsmanlike against Madison.
Okay.
And that's helpful. After the sack, they're going to hit the penalty yards. And that's about the 3rd or 4th unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, it is. Still be a little bit shy of the first down. Be second down. We'll call it a long 3 for the Dogs of Suwannee. Sure could use some points.
And we're at the about the 7?
Yep, 7-yard line.
Okay. Well, you can get a first down, at the 4-yard line?
Yep, just inside the 4. Now we come with that power set for the Dogs. Got one wide receiver, kind of split backs or a power I formation. Right side, and we're leaning forward, and it's going to cost us 5.
And we're under center that time, and that's something we don't do a lot. And it seems like when we do that, we have mistakes. Maybe we don't get enough time on that.
Maybe we ought to spend more time.
That's costly.
Yeah, that's a time when you don't want to have to take 5 yards and shoot yourself in the foot.
No, you got 2nd and 3. Now you're facing 2nd and 8.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I mean, it's pretty critical to know what the snap count is when you're going under center. This time we'll go back to shotgun formation. We have 3 backs in the backfield, single receiver near side. Madison a 4-man front, and the quick pass, fade in the end zone. We jump up, catch it, touchdown, Suwannee, and oh my!
M.J. Rawson with his 2nd touchdown grab of the night.
I tell you, Sykes threw a pretty good pass there. And I said, so we're going to be throwing in double coverage.
Well, and under center, too. So Madison wasn't expecting that. He took the snap under center. You're thinking this is going to be a power running play. And, he just quickly popped that ball out to Rawson. And the offensive line gave him just enough time. Touchdown, Suwannee. But only 3:20 on the clock.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's, like you say, at the 3:20 mark here of the fourth quarter.
Now,
I guess we're going for 2.
Well, I would kick, and then you're down by 10. But they're going to go for the 2-point try. I don't know what difference does it make.
I'd probably just take the sure point. Shotgun formation and a little bit of a high snap. Throw the fade, corner of the end zone, and I think it got knocked away.
Yeah.
Incomplete.
So I'm not sure what was behind that as far as the thinking, but it didn't work. And now your score is Madison 37 and Suwannee 26.
Yeah, because 10 points. What would the difference be?
I'm not sure.
Never,
I mean,
because we were going to probably onside kick it anyway.
Right.
I mean, at this point, that's what you got to do.
It's a math thing. So I'm saying let's get within 10.
Yeah.
And then, you can touchdown and a field goal could tie it. But anyway, they were thinking bigger than me. So they tried for the 2-point try, and it does not work. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in this ball game. And Suwannee does get 6, so they close the gap a little bit. And the most important thing is that they've got a little bit of momentum here. And if they can come out with they got good special teams now. So it's not out of the realm of possibilities that they could AJ hit the top of that football and it bounce a funny way and Suwannee come up with it. And I'm not, we're not 100% they're going to do the onside kick here, but we're guessing.
Well, I think I would take my chances doing that rather than maybe kicking it deep unless we're going to kick it out of the end zone. And really, you don't want to give the ball back to Madison. No. And they're going to line everybody up.
Yeah, I was
the way
we
pointing.
had 12 on. We got one off, so we're okay now. And Madison's expecting. They've got all their people up front.
Yeah. They're kind of jollying around. We're going to kick it the other way, but it's not going to go 10 yards. It went 2. So Madison will have great field position.
And that's, that's one of those plays that you work on a little bit, but you never know which way that ball's going to bounce. But normally it doesn't bounce sideways. That was a different one. You don't see that much.
Well, I think since Madison moved everybody over to the far side of the field, we were going to kick it back to where there was only 2 people. But he had to sidewind it. He had to reverse.
And he just didn't get the distance on it. And so Madison is going to get this football with great field position here. And Suwannee really needed a strip.
Yeah.
Maybe a scoop and score, something crazy to happen.
LJ Crumity, he'll be the quarterback and hold everything, waiting for the yard marker. He was still hung up at the other end watching something.
the
Jumbotron. I don't know. But it will be 1st and 10 Madison from around the 42-yard line or close to it. Shotgun formation. Snap to Crumity. He'll take it off the left side. Big hole. He cuts it to the outside. He's up across the 35 to the 30, up to the 20, 15, 10. I think he'll go all the way.
And I think we tapped him on the shoulder, but nobody got him on the ground. They didn't really take much abuse on that one. He just got to the sideline and had his blocking convoy there with him and went the distance, 43 yards.
It's kind of sickening to give up a score like that that's so cheap at the 3:07 mark.
Well, we've talked about it all game long till you're tired of hearing about it, is how quick they can score. They can bust one on any play, and there it was once again.
Yeah, 40 yards. Now it's Crumity, the quarterback. If you want to call him a quarterback, I just call him another running back.
Yeah.
Set up again. They run it straight ahead this time. And we push him forward. Maybe we kept him out of the goal line.
Yeah, 2-point try did not work. But the damage is done. Madison gets those 6 points back. So it's now 43-26.
It will be.
Been a high-scoring ball game. And a lot of big plays in this game. Both teams giving everything they have, but Madison's going to come out on top for the, 27th time in the last 28 years.
Absolutely. Well, I was thinking that many Bulldog faithful were thinking that it probably wouldn't even have been this much of a ball game, starting off.
The game next week counts. Next week's a district ball game.
Yeah.
And it's on the road, going to Capitol Stadium in Tallahassee to take on those Godby Cougars.
And you got to love
it. We'll have it on the air next Friday night. What time we leaving?
Oh, I don't know. We'll think about it. Number 20 for them puts it Mitchell to the air. We're going to return it from about the 6 or 7 yard line. And they're going to just stack us up too much juking and jiving, and they'll stack us up at the 15. They're just still playing as hard as they can.
Yeah, and you look down there on special teams. I mean, there's 11 guys on the field, and 9 of them just made the tackle.
They did.
So that's hustle, and that's teamwork.
It's about inflicting pain and fear.
And intimidation.
Yeah.
Under 3 minutes to play in this ball game. And Coach Hall's chewing on one of those officials out there and giving him all he can handle.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what he'd be talking about.
Well, I tell you what, Price Harris came in as coach at Madison County after all that success and kind of slipped and struggled in his first year.
Yeah.
They had a losing season for the first time in forever, but he has turned that thing around, and Madison is the juggernaut that they have been for the last 3 decades.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to be back at the mix come playoff time in the small division. That's the other thing. Madison plays down in 1A.
Yeah, they do. Still say they're probably going to have to figure out a way to throw the football before it's all said and done.
Had the Cowboys completed a pass tonight? I don't think they have.
I don't remember one.
They don't
Shotgun formation, new quarterback in there. I think it's I'll just have to get that number. Scrambling to the near side to the 15. He'll slide down at the 20, maybe to the 21. Actually, I thought we were playing with, I thought that probably number 2 might become the quarterback. I was asking myself the question, with Fryer gone, who is the backup quarterback?
Yeah,
because,
and I don't have that answer, actually.
Yeah, well, I'd look.
But it was still Sykes out.
Yeah, it was Sykes.
And he picked up 6
yeah,
yards
pretty
on that
good
run.
yard. Slid forward to the 21. But I'd look for I knew we had a freshman and a 10th grader, I think. Earlier in the season when the JV was still up. Shotgun formation for Sykes, single back in the backfield. Here's the snap. Sykes rolling, sets up the middle screen. It is complete up to the 25. Little spin move up to the 28-yard line, and the Cowboys pin us to the turf.
The wide receiver screen that time, going to number 16.
Yeah.
For Suwannee, Cooks. And that's good for a first down.
Cooks has played a lot of the second half, or actually maybe the fourth quarter in the backfield.
He has. Horn started the game, but then we hadn't seen him for a while.
No, we haven't. Hopefully he's not in. Shotgun formation for Sykes. Cooks will be to his left. 2 receivers looking down the field, trying to throw in his pick right around the 48. And this time Madison just falls down with the football. He probably could have returned it. That was number 14, one of their speedsters, the old wingback.
Yeah, and that time he just overthrew Brooks. He was looking for Brooks across the middle, and he was open for a moment there, but overthrew him and picked off by, that secondary, just sitting back there playing center field. And so that pretty much is going to put a wraps on this ball game. Just a minute 51 on the clock. Madison gets the ball back at the 46-yard line of Suwannee. And they can just run the clock out here, and let's hope they don't break another one.
Well, they could. It's 43-26. They might want to score 50.
I was going to say I want to keep them under 50. So hopefully Suwannee has a little defense here to keep Madison out of the end zone.
Hopefully save the Dogs in I was going to say 3-man front. Now we jump into 4. They do that direct snap. Number 11, he kicks it to the outside. No, he's probably going to go Katie Bar at the door.
See ya.
To the 10, 5, 4, 3, touchdown for number 11. That's NatQuest Christian. And
he's
getting out of hand.
Yeah. He just takes the direct snap and takes off and running. 46 yards later is in the end zone. Got a Suwannee player on the ground. Back around the line of scrimmage. And that looks to be number 12, I believe. And he's got cramps, so they're working him.
Yeah,
those are
Jamarcus Cherry.
And Cherry has been on the field quite a bit tonight, human night. And there is a flag on the field, and so this one
might come back.
Don't write that down.
I was about to put it in the books.
Yeah. Flag could indicate a hold.
And it does look like Madison's backing up, maybe.
Yeah. And that may have been, sometimes the officials want to just keep things in check. So they saw something there, decided to throw the flag. I didn't see the hold, but I was watching number 11 streak down the field.
Yeah, and he's pretty quick in his own.
He is quick.
I'm surprised he hadn't got the football more, but they hadn't really needed him.
Right.
Saving him for next week.
Well, they got plenty of them. Let's see who the Cowboys have next week. Next week, they've got those Columbia High Tigers on the road in the jungle.
Mercy.
Well, that'll be an interesting ball game next week.
Yeah. Tigers usually have a pretty stout defense as well.
Mm-hmm.
Shotgun formation, if you want to call that. That'll be number 21, and he'll be the new quarterback, I think, Kamonte Lee. And the first time we've seen him tonight, and I think he may be just a freshman.
Well, the good news is the clock is moving down to minute 10 and counting. And they'll pick up a couple of yards there on the running play. It'll be a second down coming up. Second down at about 7 after the 2-yard pickup.
Yeah, they changed a lot of the backs out because it looked like number 21 also in there for them. Yeah, he'll be the quarterback. Then who's going to be to his right or left?
Big number 74 now at center.
And I did notice Madison had brought up some freshmen, and boy, this time it's going to be the quarterback coming to the near side. Does a juke move 35-30 up to the 25, still on his feet, and that might have been number 11 that actually got the direct snap. If it was Christian. Just kind of get that number.
I'm trying to get it as well.
I think it was. Yeah.
His jersey was all bunched up, but it is. It's 11. Well, he's still out there, just still a running, padding those stats.
Yeah. Still about 29 seconds left on the clock.
Inside the Roundtree Moore Ford red zone, Madison County. Let's see. They may not need to run another play, and that's classy, not to run it up. And that is going to do it for this ball game. As time will wind down now under 20 seconds, and they're not going to run another play.
They will not, and they'll win this football game 43-26. A little bit closer into them last couple of scores, but close don't count. Except horseshoes, hand grenades, and drive-in movies.
And atom bombs, I think.
There you go.
You can throw that one in.
Yeah.
Final score, Madison 43, Suwannee 26. Back to talk about it after this. Suwannee football on rivercountrysports.com.
Proudly standing the test of time and shining through it all, Roundtree Moore Chevrolet and Chevy trucks.
You all depend on trucks. Chevy trucks. We think it's because Chevrolets are the most dependable trucks built to last a long time.
Roundtree Moore Chevrolet. Dependability for the win, again and again.
Son of a gun. Chevrolet pickups are designed and built better than ever, giving you a smooth, solid ride since 1918.
North Florida and South Georgia, Roundtree Moore Chevrolet knows you love your Chevy truck.
Quality.
Hello, this is Jeff Mosley, General Manager, Roundtree Moore Chevrolet. Come find out why we're the #1 Chevy dealer in North Florida. Thanks, and hope to see you down at the store.
Find new roads with Roundtree Moore Chevrolet in Lake City. Online at RoundtreeMooreChevrolet.com.
Mile after mile.
Suwannee Bulldog football here on rivercountrysports.com. Hey, if you like what you see and hear, let us know about it. We'd love to hear your comments. I want to hear from Dog Nation. Our email address, rivercountrysports@gmail.com. And be sure to catch all the action of Suwannee Bulldog football. Subscribe to the channel right here on rivercountrysports.com. Well,
yeah. And I was just going to say, spread the word.
Spread the word. Tell everybody. Win or lose, we're going to be here for those Suwannee Bulldogs. And unfortunately, you came up short in this ball game, but you can't fault the effort.
No, it was a great effort, and it was a great ball game up until, I don't know, about 11:20.
Well, we had the lead at halftime.
Yeah, we did.
That second half, Madison came out, and they just started putting points on the board. We just couldn't stop them or on that. The wingback traffic got us all night, but what really just that direct snap and head to the sideline with the convoy of blockers, and Suwannee just had no answer for that.
Well, and that's the thing. If you have defensive back, then let's just stacking 8 and 9 in the box every time. It's hard to cover everybody when you're getting blown off the line of scrimmage.
No, really, when you break it down, the two things that, Suwannee couldn't run the ball on Madison, and they couldn't stop the run. Suwannee didn't have a passing game that came to life tonight, and they were able to score some points and make this thing interesting for a while. Had the defensive score, had the touchdown that unfortunately was called back on the kick return, but had a lot of exciting plays in this ball game. And I'll tell you what, I don't know what it cost to get in here to Langford Stadium, but it was worth the money.
Oh, yeah, you got your money's worth if you came and watched this. It was some exciting plays. It was a close game up until the end, and, Madison ran away with it, and they got a great ball club, and I look for them to be maybe contending for another state title.
Oh, I would imagine they're going to be right in the mix come the end of the year. I don't think there's any question about that. I got final stats here from Jamie Watcher, the Lake City reporter, so let's just check those final stats real quick. And as far as total yards tonight, Madison County rolled up 497 yards of offense.
I was going to say they had to be touching around 500.
Yeah. Suwannee with 224 yards of offense tonight, but it was all done on the ground by Madison County. They had 0 passing yards tonight, 497 yards on the ground. Suwannee was a little more even with 224 total yards. They had 188 of those through the air. So most of Suwannee's damage was done through the air, and most of, all of Madison's damage was done on the ground.
Yeah.
As far as Suwannee stats go, Thomas Sykes ended up on the night 13 of 26, 188 yards. He threw 3 touchdown passes tonight. And then in the rushing department, that's where we struggled a little bit. But our leading rusher was Jadarius Horn, who only played in the first half. And I don't know if he was injured or what happened, but I didn't see him there in that second half. But he ended up with 44 yards on 3 carries. Lujack had 9 carries, but ended up with -1 in yardage. Thomas Sykes with 12 carries, -27.
Yeah, he was sacked a few times.
We did bring in M.J. Rossin at running back, 5 carries, 32 yards. Fred Cooks had 3 carries for -1. So the rushing yards just weren't there against this Madison defense. In the receiving department, we had Logan Brooks had 78 yards tonight on 5 catches, and M.J. Rossin 5 catches with 68 yards and 2 touchdowns. Zion Walker had a couple of catches, 34 yards and a score.
There was some pretty good offense at times, and the defense, they had their times too. A couple of takeaways and couldn't capitalize with scores.
Listen to these yardage numbers for Madison County. Number 4, Miller, 7 carries, 143 yards. Crumity, 15 carries, 102 yards. You had Christian with 6 carries, 97 yards. Gallen with 4 carries, 25 yards. Number 14, Williams, 6 carries, 115 yards. They were getting it done on the ground. So, hey, hats off to Madison County. Suwannee put up the good fight, but Madison came out on top. Final score, 43-26. Back after this. We'll have more after this timeout on rivercountrysports.com.
All right, hey, Bulldog fans. When you're hungry, we can satisfy that appetite at Beef O'Brady's of Live Oak. Come dine with us during, before, or after the ball game. We feature big screen TVs, so you won't miss any of the big events. At Beef O'Brady's, check out our game room featuring pool tables and games for the kids. Stop by Beef O'Brady's for some good food, good sports, and good games.
When you're in the market for a home or vacant property to build that dream home on, contact Pool Realty of Live Oak. They can also help locate commercial real estate for your business venture. Pool Realty has a full team of professional and caring real estate brokers and agents, so always think Pool Realty of Live Oak to help you find the perfect home or property in Suwannee or surrounding counties. Pool Realty, a proud supporter of Suwannee Bulldog football and rivercountrysports.com.
What if I told you that right now you can get a top-of-the-line home for the price of a starter home? Do I have your attention? Right now at Bobby Corbett's Mobile Home Center, while inventory lasts, we have 4 Destiny homes marked down lower than you will find anywhere else. These homes are tape and textured with tile bathrooms and so much more. The price also includes delivery, setup, AC, steps, pad, permits, and skirting. This is by far the best promotion we have run in years. Come by to see these homes Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at 1126 East Howard Street, Live Oak, Florida. If we're not open when you're available, call and we'll arrange a special appointment. We've been in the business since 1968 and at this location since 1986. Management is in the third generation of our family, and as my papa always said, we are friends helping friends buy a home. We look forward to meeting you. Come to the Big Blue and Tan buildings or call 386-364-1340 with any questions, or for more info, that's 386-364-1340.
Bobby Corbett's Mobile Home Center, offering a hassle-free shopping experience. Your one stop for all your manufactured home needs.
Back here at Paul Langford Stadium here in Live Oak, Florida. Final score, Madison 43 and Suwannee 26. But pretty good ball game here tonight at Langford Stadium. Your halftime score, Suwannee had them by a point, but second half was pretty much all Madison County, and Suwannee comes up on the short end of things. Madison improving to 2-1 on the year, and Suwannee falling to 1-2. Want to remind you, the Live Oak Kiwanis Club is celebrating 100 years. Did you realize they were 100 years old?
Mercy.
They look pretty good, don't they?
That makes me feel young.
The centennial celebration, don't miss. First of all, they're going to have on the 18th, that'll be a Friday, they're going to have a meet greet at Heritage Parks and Gardens on Helveston Street. And so that'll be going on. And then big pickleball tournament coming up on October 19th. So don't miss that. Kiwanis Club will be celebrating 100 years with a pickleball tournament at the First Federal Sportsplex in Live Oak. It'll be open to men and women of all skill levels. They'll have beginner, intermediate, and advanced skill. If you want to get more info and get signed up, on the Kiwanis Club's Facebook page is what you needed to go. Just check that out, and it'll explain everything. All the proceeds will go toward Kiwanis service projects, scholarships, and activities to benefit the youth of our community. So don't miss that pickleball tournament, October 19th, celebrating Kiwanis. Well, Andy, final thoughts, tonight's ball game?
Well, I think it was a hard-fought game, and if there's any consolation, we did win the first half.
There you go. And, when you look at the final score, you're going to say, another Madison blowout. But this was a pretty tight ball game until that second half, and Suwannee just ran out of steam.
Yeah, it was. And I think Madison, I was talking to their announcers here just a little bit ago. He said that's the first time that they've actually ran that particular offense. But I said he said he thinks the coach figured out that what they really have, instead of, maybe one quarterback, is they got several running backs. And like you said, the way they spread it around, I think you had three that were over 100 yards, or at least one up in the 90s, and 110, 120, whether it's a wing back, a quarterback, a fullback, or a halfback.
Well, the thing is, you used to see that wing T offense. That was the prevalent offense 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And so you practice against it, and you got used to seeing it, and now you don't see it much.
No.
And so when you play a team like Madison, you got to prepare for that, and you got to prepare for so many weapons. And as you saw, I mean, they're just snapping the ball to anybody, and they just open up those holes, and man, they got to the outside and look out.
Yeah, if they turn the corner with that good lead blocking they had, like you say, 4 backs in the backfield, but then you got a good offensive line in front of you. So, man, good things happen.
And they keep that wide receiver close to the line. So really, that's a fifth back if you think about it, because sometimes he'll come in motion on a jet sweep or just come inside the block. And so it's just a pretty neat scheme. And again, it's something you don't see every week. And hey, hats off to Madison. Big win for them, and good luck for them next week. They go to Columbia County to take on the Tigers. So good luck next week for Madison County. And as far as Suwannee, we've got to get serious next week. We've got a district ball game to play on the road in Tallahassee against the Godby Cougars, and we'll have that game on the air for you next Friday night, 7:30, 7 o'clock pregame show.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. All I'm dreading is those something 50 to 70 steps up Gamecock Stadium. Yeah,
that's a great big old stadium.
It is.
Yeah, well, we've called games from there before. It's been a few years, but
it has.
We know how to get there anyway.
Yeah, we might can find our way.
So we'll be on the air, have that action for you right here on rivercountrysports.com. We'll take one final timeout, be back to wrap up the broadcast after this. rivercountrysports.com.
What's a football game without pizza? Papa John's Pizza of Live Oak can take care of all of your football dining needs. Take care of your hungry crowd before, during, or after the game. Stop by Papa John's for better pizza, better wings, and many other delicious menu items for the family or their game crowd. Papa John's Pizza always has better ingredients, better pizza. Better get you some.
Now is a great time to earn a career in a year at River Oak Technical College. River Oak offers 17 career and technical education programs to select from that lead to industry credentials and high-wage careers. River Oak offers high-quality instruction, academic and financial advisement, mentoring, and coaching to ensure your success. Get hands-on education without breaking the bank or leaving the area. Grow your future with us at River Oak Technical College.
Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. At J&W, you can buy a car. They've got a great selection to choose from. At J&W, you can get your car fixed. They provide complete vehicle repair. At J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, plus tires, front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are truly your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Online at jwautos.com.
Rapid Fiber Internet's locally owned and operated, powered by Suwannee Valley Electric Co-op. Our local employees are dedicated to providing a world-class customer experience to each of our Suwannee Valley Electric members. Make the switch today to Rapid Fiber Internet's 100% fiber to the home internet system. To learn more about Rapid Fiber Internet, visit rapid-fiber.com. Again, that's rapid-fiber.com or call 866-64-RAPID.
And back here at Paul Langford Stadium, ready to wrap up the broadcast. Want to thank all of our sponsors for making this possible tonight. And first of all, let's thank you, the listener and the watcher. We appreciate you tuning in to rivercountrysports.com. And please pass the word. There's still a few people out there that don't know about it. So make sure you let people know and just keep sending that out, and we'll just keep growing. And we plan to do more than football. I mean, after football season, we're looking into doing other sports and maybe other events, and who knows where this thing can go, but it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, and I mean, you can't hardly beat it. You can listen to it and watch it, and pretty awesome things going on.
But just look at the history of Bulldog football being broadcast. We started out on WNER way back in the early 50s, I guess it was. And then eventually it went to the FM station, WQHL, and broadcast there for years and years and years. And now it's gone to streaming. And, WQHL didn't want to continue with the broadcast, so they stepped aside. But we continue now with streaming, and hopefully we can take this thing to a new level as we continue the tradition of Bulldog football for the fans.
Well, it's the new age, and I think, everybody's getting to it. We're streaming TV. We're streaming everything else. Get it on your phone. Get it on your TV. I mean, Just take it home with you. We're streaming instead of dreaming.
There you go. It got people screaming. It's a good thing. All right, final score, Madison 43, Suwannee 26. That wraps up the broadcast. I want to thank our sponsors. Our pregame show was presented by Bean Painting. Halftime was brought to you by Hunter Abercrombie, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Live Oak, and by Morgan Tree and Debris. Bulldog football brought to you in part by Wes Haney Chevrolet, by Live Oak Jewelry, by Rapid Fiber Internet, by Bennett's Glass Company, by Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency, by J&W Automotive, by River Oak Technical College, by Suwannee Parks and Recreation, by Papa John's Pizza, by Beef O'Brady's, by the UPS Store, by Roundtree Moore Ford, by Roundtree Moore Chevrolet, by Pool Realty, and by Corbett's Mobile Home Center. So for Andy Day, I'm Wayne Luttrell. We'd like to thank our crew. Our streaming producer was Clifford Gwynn. The cameras were operated by Sawyer Brooks and Dusty Morgan. Our technical advisor, Miss Tammy Neal. Our technical director tonight, Rivers Martinez. And stats were provided by Jamie Watcher. We sure appreciate him, of the Lake City Reporter. That's going to wrap up the broadcast. Again, thanks for listening. You've been watching and listening to Suwannee High Bulldog Football on rivercountrysports.com.